Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us again here at Realms and Roleplay. We're so excited you could join us for this Bubblegum Shoe One-Shot. My name is Carmen Askerneese. I'll be your game master for today, and I have some amazing friends here with me. Why don't we go around the table and see who all is going to be playing today? So, to my immediate left, probably rearranged in your view, is the amazing Erin. Why don't you tell everyone who you are?
Hi, I'm Erin Yvette. I'm a voice actor for video games and commercials and animation.
Awesome.
That's me.
Erin, yeah. Sorry.
We're also joined by Sarah. Why don't you tell everyone who you are?
I have opinions about Erin's rock star trajectory career, apparently, and I thought the need to interject about. But we also share, and it's completely topical now that will be dead on arrival next, whenever this airs. We both are in the underground, my dear, as part of Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Hey!
Ooh, yeah.
Very fun.
Yes.
At the time of recording, that just came out, so you should play it if you haven't already.
So exciting. So I also voice video games, and I sometimes organize events, and I do consulting for VO, and I'm sort of a labor advocate as well.
Awesome. We're so happy that you're here. And we are joined by none other than the amazing Emmaleh Axford. Hello.
Hey, I'm Emmaleh Axford. I mostly just play D&D. Sometimes I write music for it as well. That's me.
Oh, yeah. The most humble intro ever. Like, that stuff isn't just cool AF.
That's like what I say when my aunts and uncles are like, what do you do? I'm like, well, this is a dead-end conversation. I play D&D.
And joining us is someone who's normally behind the scenes, but we're so happy to have her in front of the camera. Ashley, hello.
Hello, hello. I am Ashley, and I am a writer for various things. I was also the director for Realms and Roleplay Season 1. I am also a cast member for Season 2.
Awesome. Well, let us get started with our gumshoe adventure. So we are going to begin in the city of Westcliff, California, population 20,000. It's the small town, but still with a California vibe. So people here, they're pretty artsy, and there are a lot of up-and-coming businesses, and some of the industry is actually starting to bleed over into this town as well. The nightlife is actually pretty limited, but it's not too far from LA, so people here usually head out to downtown LA for fun. We actually are going to start at a modest-sized two-story home in the suburbs of Westcliff, and we see current district attorney, Bev Burns. She's a woman in her late 30s, dressed in a power suit, complete with the pronounced shoulder pads, and she's organizing some campaign signs in the living room. They read, "Vote Burns has another turn," and she's frantically trying to get things organized as she calls upstairs and says, "Spencer, Logan, hurry up, you're gonna be late." So, Erin, why don't you tell us how Logan starts off her day?
Logan has been brushing up on her chemistry for her test today. She got a great night's sleep. She had the white noise machine on all night, feeling real refreshed. She's already had her coffee. She made it for her mom as well. Yeah. She's already gone through the entire newspaper as well. So she's, just packing up her books into her backpack, ready to go.
Awesome. So you've already been up for a long time. Your mom is she's reheating her coffee. And Spencer, how do you start your day?
I start my day behind. I start every day very, very far behind. I'm probably rooting around in a pile of clothes to find something that doesn't smell too bad or look too gross. All of them definitely have been worn once, but the question was how gross of a day was that other day? I'm kind of running my hands through my hair. I'm looking for my dog. I'm looking for my camera. I'm trying to remember what I have for class today. And I know that I'm just going to bug Logan with questions about my schedule, which she also knows better than I do, in addition to her own, for my school day. So that's me.
Awesome.
Probably swigging coffee on the way out. Yeah.
As you're like rummaging through your clothes and trying to find stuff using the smell test, you see curled up in the cutest ball ever is your dog Benny, and right in the middle of this little ball of cuteness is your camera. Looks like he was keeping it safe for you.
Oh my God, Benny,
Love
you
that for
treasure. You gem. What'd I do without you?
So as Spencer, you hurriedly run downstairs and meet up with Logan. Your mom looks at you both. She's like, "I'm going to be working late tonight at the office, so pick up dinner for yourselves and make sure you behave. Logan's in charge, and I love you both."
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
She blows kisses to you and heads out of the door. Do you do anything else?
It's a blown kiss from Mother.
She's a busy woman.
She's a star.
Do you do anything else before you head out for the day?
I'm ready to go.
Awesome. So yeah, you both head to school, and we are going to cut across town. Outside of a large house in the suburbs, there's this really ratty old station wagon that kind of sputters in the driveway. As it pulls up, there's a really tired-looking teenage girl who has a Laguna High hoodie on with really dark bags under her eyes behind the wheel. She's like barely awake. And her younger sister is in the back seat reading a book called The Tiger, the Wizard, and the Broom Closet. The older sibling honks the horn for Sam to come outside. Sam, this is your carpool with Stella White, the one driving, and her younger sister, your best friend, Amy White. What's Sam's morning routine like?
It is pretty much an hour of just me getting ready. So I am sitting there, I'm still in the mirror, like trying to fix my hair. There's like this little piece out of place. I don't know if you see it here. And I keep trying to put it down, but it just keeps coming back up. And I am not going to get into that car until I figure it out.
Awesome. So yeah, you take like an extra 10 or 15 minutes to get yourself to perfection. And once you get in the car, normally Amy is so chatty and so happy to see you, but today she's just like, you see that she looks really tired. She looks kind of stressed out, and she doesn't even make eye contact with you as you get in the car.
And I'm like, "Hey, Ames, is everything good?"
Oh, yeah, hey, that money I lent you last week? Do you think that you can maybe get that to me by the end of the day?
Yeah. How much was it again?
$300.
Oh.
Sam is starting off in debt.
And you get a handicap. Everyone else, no. Isn't that good?
Can you give me like an extra? Can you give me until the end of the week, please?
See, she looks kind of horrified, and she's like, "Yeah, just okay. Yeah, it's not a big deal."
Sorry, I'll get it to you. I promise, though.
She just looks out of the window and doesn't really talk to you as you two head to school with her
Ames,
older sister.
Have I ever not given you the money I lent back?
No, it's not that. I know you're good for it, and I trust you. It's just, I just really need it, like, as soon as you can give it to me.
I'll do what I can, I promise.
Thank you, Sam.
I nudge her shoulder with my head.
You two hug in the back seat as you head to school.
Just so I'm clear, she has until the end of the school day?
End of the week.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Did I hear
Time to hustle.
Casual. Yeah.
Wow.
$300 in high school. Easy to scare up.
Yeah. Into just a small time grift throughout every single class with every classmate.
What's $300 in 1995?
Hey, I mean,
wow.
A little busy with class.
That eraser black market the students have is pretty lucrative.
I keep stabbing the erasers with my pencil, and I just have to get a new one every 30 seconds, I guess.
It's a bad habit. So we got across town to a more modest home, and there is this really creepy looking leafless tree outside that kind of leans against the house. It looks like I
personally pluck every leaf off.
Yeah, it looks like there's
bonsai,
a branch that's hanging near one of the windows, and the branch is completely leafless.
I cultivate the death to attract the lifeless.
What is Raven's morning routine like?
Okay, so Raven Davies, if you cannot infer from what we just said, is a wayfish goth. So of course she sleeps in a vampire position, hands over, and when she wakes up, it's with a hiss, she reaches for her black velvet. Let's make it black velvet parasol to shield her from the sun, and then Army rolls out of bed, crawls down to the kitchen, just avoiding the sunlight, and then maybe has one sip of someone else's black coffee and then floats out the door.
Yeah, so
plucking any leaves that have grown overnight.
Your parents,
on her death tree.
They started to place your cup of coffee on the floor, just so you don't even have to get up as you're crawling out of the house.
That's the establishing shot of the house. Is why is this coffee on the floor? And then she just kind of crawls into frame.
Really so considerate.
Yeah. They love you as you are. It's amazing.
So Raven, you float off to school. So our little band.
Let's say that maybe I have a really long, creepy peasant skirt, and there's secretly a skateboard underneath it, but it kind of looks like I'm floating.
Yeah,
because the skirt covers the skateboard.
You can't even see the wheels. It's a wonder that you don't trip.
Just completely dead-armed, limp-armed, and just floating to school, palms out.
So as you're floating down the street, people give you really weird looks. But I
give them weirder ones back.
You see some people
don't try to out weird.
They hide behind crosses and stuff and look away as you roll down the street. So once you all get to school, Sam, you pull up with Amy and Stella, and you and Amy have first period together, but she looks at you and she's like, hey, you go ahead and I'll catch up with you later.
Okay. And I just go to school.
Yeah, she kind of scurries off back towards the football field, and you head to class. But as you all are kind of going through your day, Sam, you notice that Amy isn't really around. She never comes to first period, and you don't see her at lunch. And usually you all get together around the end of the day in Yearbook, where a lot of you spend most of your time. So
I write the obituaries.
Yeah, so you all are hanging out in the Yearbook room.
How often does the school have obituaries?
For the people about town.
Raven, you're writing obituaries. You see some kid next to you.
They're all rhyming couplets.
Some kid next to you oh, that's Mr. Jenkins who works at the hardware store. He's actually still alive.
Interesting. I file it under TBD, which is to be dead, which is what we all are.
Spencer, Logan, what are the two of you up to in the yearbook room?
So we've gone through. We've done all our classes, and we're hanging out in yearbook. I'm reviewing photos.
I'm going back over all the chemistry questions and like figuring out how I could have answered them even more articulately.
Can I be sensitive to that? I'm allowed to be sensitive to my sister over obsessing. I'm just gonna be like, hey, I could really use your input on these photographs actually. Like, I'm not sure, I'm not close with everybody and I don't really know how they would want to be portrayed. So if you want to just like, if I could borrow you.
Yeah. Have you tried talking to them?
What?
Like asking them like how they want to be portrayed. Have you asked their opinion?
I don't think they would give me honest answers. They might give you honest answers. I don't know.
Yeah, just give me
Spencer.
a list.
Spencer, have you successfully captured me on photograph yet?
Never. I can't. It's too
Interesting. I look at everyone, seeing if they draw any conclusions from that.
Actually, I look at Raven from across the room and I'm like, oh, right. I reach into my backpack and I pull out like this really tiny canvas and it's got like a cute little like ghost on it. And it's definitely like amateur painting, but like with really, really nice paints. I'm like, here's that piece you asked for.
Raven accepts this and says, did you paint this, Sam?
Yeah. It's like not that big of a deal though.
Sam, if my tear ducts worked, then there would be tears coming out.
Oh. Thanks. I just like turn around and walk back.
Thank you. I turn back to my obituaries.
That was beautiful.
So,
and I hang up the little painting in my little obituary desk.
yeah, like next to like all your dead potted plants and your black nightlight and stuff, you hang up the
various like a little bat skeleton.
Yeah.
I'll make a little note on a notepad that's like, pay Amy back for nice paint money.
Is that what you spent the money on?
$300?
They were really nice paints and I might have been scammed.
She actually got them from a guy just behind the store somewhere. So you actually, as you get back to your desk, you see Amy sort of looking into the door of the window and she's like kind of motioning you over.
I go and I stand next to her. I like try to take a peek.
Hey, do you think, can we talk somewhere private?
Like right now?
Yeah, but it's super important.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay, follow me. And she leads you to the one of the bathrooms and locks the door and checks all the stalls to make sure that nobody's in there. And she grabs you by the hands and she's like, Sam, I have to be able to trust you. This has to stay between us, okay?
Yeah, you could trust me.
You have to swear, Sam.
Okay, yeah, I swear.
Okay. The reason I needed that money is because somebody's been blackmailing me.
Blackmailing you?
Yeah.
What?
Who? I don't want to talk about it,
Why?
but I need your help. They said if I don't have $600 by the end of the day, then I need your help, Sam, and I'm $300 short. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I'll try to see what I can do. But can I ask who's trying to blackmail you? Can't you like call the police or something?
They said
this is so scary.
They said if I tell anybody that I just can't tell anybody, okay? I started getting these notes in my locker a few weeks ago and everything was fine at first. I would just take money from my mom's purse and she wouldn't notice, but for some reason she just hasn't had any money lately and I don't know what else to do.
Ames, why didn't you tell me about this before?
I was scared. They said that if anybody found out, then I don't want them to ruin my life, Sam.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I'll do whatever I can.
She hugs you, and she wipes away some tears, and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can find some $300 somewhere. Like maybe I can pick up a shift at work.
Do you have work tonight?
Well, I mean, I don't, but I thought that maybe if I work tonight, then I could use some of the tip money. Maybe Sandra will let me have a larger share of the tips.
That might work. I don't know. I'll see if there's any like side things I can do, or I don't know, maybe we could even talk to a teacher or something.
No, we can't talk to any teachers.
Okay.
You promised. This has to be a secret.
Right. Okay. I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can find a way to get that money.
Thank you, Sam. She unlocks the door and kind of looks both ways before she scurries out of the bathroom.
Like, wait, Amy.
Yeah?
What happens if we don't find the money?
Then let's just not let that happen, okay? And she heads off down the hall. So what does Sam do?
I'm gonna go back to class.
Awesome. Yeah, so you head back to class, and you see when you get back there, Miss Evans, the photography teacher, is there. She's looking at some of Spencer's photos. She's like, "This is really inspired work, Spencer. I'm so impressed by what you've been able to do."
Thanks. Your teaching has really opened up, I don't know, like what I notice and what I want to take photos of. So thank you.
You see, she smiles and continues to look at other students' work. So yeah, Sam, you see people are just kind of going about their business. Class is going to be over pretty soon, and you'll all be out of school.
I decide to walk over to Logan and I tap on her shoulder.
Hey, Sam, what's up?
Hey, so I know student council has those like school spirit scholarships that they give out every once in a while. Do you know when the next one's going to be?
Well, it's not until the end of the school year in June.
Oh.
Are you applying?
Oh, darn. Maybe.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Thanks.
Yeah.
I go, is the internet a thing right now? It's the 90s. I don't.
We're in 95?
Yeah, let's say
I
it's 95.
believe it is because
Yeah.
Raven is an amateur hacker. She goes to the library and does a little bit of hacking.
Yeah. I mean, certainly AOL chat rooms were a thing in 95.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm gonna go search to see if I can find ways to make quick money.
Okay, awesome.
Someone has a really crude GeoCities with a lot of really terrible ideas for you.
For us. And I'm all like shocked that anything like that would ever be on the internet, ever.
Okay, so let's see. You don't have computer skills. So you go to the library. I'm going to say this is a DV6 check. So go ahead and roll a D6.
Okay, got a 4.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so you find a lot of like online poker sites, and you find like people posting jobs about like taking care of their digital pets on like these little games with digital animals that you take care of on them that shan't be named, and but you don't see anything in terms of like ways to make money quick.
Gosh, none of this is gonna work.
I bust through the library doors and I say, Sam, I have the applications for those scholarships you were talking about. It's never too early to start. Some of them require essays. I am here to help. All right, we're going to get you that money.
Cool. Yeah. Great. Is there any way that maybe we could talk to somebody about like doing like a special case scholarship where it's like, I don't know, by semester or even like by the end of the week or by today?
What's going on, Sam?
I I can't really say, but I do have a friend that's like in a lot of scary financial trouble, I guess. And I just like, I want to help them out.
Okay. Well, hey, I saw you give Raven a painting earlier today. Maybe you should start charging for your artwork.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's been the first painting I've made so far. Should I just, I don't know, go around and ask people if they want to buy him?
Sure. Every entrepreneur has to start somewhere.
You're right. You're right. So if you were to purchase a painting, what would you want it to be of? And would you possibly buy it for like $300?
I'm not super liquid right now. All of my savings is in stocks and bonds, so I can't touch them. But maybe we should go talk to Raven and see if she's willing to pay for the painting you gave her earlier today.
Yeah, maybe. Thanks for the advice, Logan.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, your brother's in the class too, right? Do you think he'd want to maybe like buy a painting or something? I'll even do like a special like discount.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to talk to him about how much money he has, but I'm sure he'd be interested.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Logan.
Yeah.
So do you go talk to Spencer?
Of course.
Awesome. So yeah, you find Spencer. What's Spencer up to now that class is over?
Yearbook is done?
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably like, are people getting picked up from school?
There's some folks who are going home. There's some folks who are like hanging out to do more yearbook
right.
stuff and like extracurriculars and stuff. Yeah.
I'm probably like playing with Benny and trying to catch candids that nobody wants me to have. Nobody wants me around to take photos of them, and all the kids are like, "Fucking, what are you doing?" And I'm just like, yeah, trying to. I'm on this tack of like finding candid, like real life opportunities from Mrs. Evans, and so yeah, like I'm working that, but not very well. I don't know how to develop a relationship, or like a trusting relationship with a subject, especially like, yeah, no, it's not going well. So,
I've set up a large booth to read palms and tarot that's like completely restricting traffic out of school.
Raven, the line for your tarot palm reading stand is so long that it kind of wraps around the hall. And
Everyone wants a glimpse of the future, huh?
Spencer, people come up to like pet Benny, but then they see you about to take a photo, and I was just like, oh, never mind.
And then I realized that like what I should just do is take pictures of people as they're getting their palms read and distracted by Raven. So that is immediately where my pivot. I just want us to catch their reaction when she says they're going to die in 3 days and it's going to be great, or like they're going to, whatever she says.
Don't steal my line.
Phenomenal.
So Sam, you see Raven doing palm readings and Spencer taking candid photos as folks try to leave school.
I'm telling everyone that someone terrifying is following them.
So I come up behind Spencer and I'm like looking at the camera, looking at like trying to see if I could like look at the pictures that he's taking.
Sam, you're kind of blocking the shot. What's up?
Oh, sorry. It's just like, I think you have like really cool photos and stuff, and you've got like a big, you've got a great eye for visuals, and like, I don't know if there was a picture that maybe you liked like a whole lot, or maybe one that like you couldn't get and you wanted me to like make a painting of it or something. Like maybe you could, or maybe if, I don't know, like I could just like, I could paint something for you if you wanted that. I know maybe you're not that interested or whatever.
I'm just a little surprised. I mean, like, we've had Yearbook for like a while. But you like my photos? I mean, that's new. That's cool.
Yeah. No, I think you have a really great eye for that type of stuff.
Okay. And you want me to buy a painting? Is that what you're saying?
Hold on. Let me start over. Okay. So I'm going to be like starting, I guess, kind of like a little side job of like painting and stuff. And I was wondering if you would maybe be interested in like I don't know. I could like commission a piece for you if you wanted that.
Well, I mean, I guess the only painting I saw of yours was like the one that you gave to Raven earlier, right? So,
Right, Raven. You don't.
You're going to what? What? I'm so sorry, but the future can wait. Thank you. Okay.
But my breakfast.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
I
Spencer
was
was
talking to Sam about the painting that she did for you, and I guess it's like something she wants to do more of, but I'm not really sure.
You absolutely should. I mean, I definitely could see sort of, I mean, if you wanted to just work with me and I could sort of just describe twisted, disturbing visuals and you could translate them with the paintbrush, that'd be amazing. But what inspired this? Just a love of the painting that you did for me? Because it was done with love. I felt love when I look at it.
Of course. I think I'm gonna try to make like a job out of it and try to get like money for it and stuff, you know, as like a side job, or maybe I could do it like as a career. I don't know. You know, I'm just starting in high school. I don't really know what I want to do outside of here.
Sam, we were best friends when we were young, and then, you know, our lives took us in different directions. Me towards the dark, and you towards being more popular than me. I've never known you to crave money. What has inspired this? Why the call to the Green Man?
And why the sudden gift giving, like to people that you haven't really been close to in like a while, you know, like who maybe already have had like people sort of present in their life for like a bit, and like they're supportive and like interested in kind of who they are and who they become. I don't know.
What do you think that Raven shouldn't have more people in her life? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm just saying you're acting out of character. It's the thing that I noticed, and I'm trying to understand like why. You know?
Well,
Sam,
I turned a new leaf, so
I agree. The painting was in line with what I expected, but you starting to take up a job isn't in line. And I just call it a clairvoyant whiff, but I feel as though maybe there's something else going on that you're not telling me. I am a palm reader. I don't need to see your palms to know this one.
Oh my God.
Oh. Yeah, no, I guess, I don't know. I need to get like a lot of money and like fast. I can't explain why.
Okay.
Why? Why can't, is it drugs? It's drugs. You have to tell us so that we can decide if we want to be part of it.
If I say yes, will you be a part of it?
Okay.
Is that going to add a problem on top of your problem if that's not true?
Shh. She has drugs.
Does she though?
I know.
Does she though?
Okay, hold on. I run out of the library and I'm
Logan, you can't cut the line to get your palm read.
So you're all talking and I don't want to be left out. But Sam, I just wanted to let you know that I found 35 cents while looking around the library. Just imagine how much more money in change and quarters and like dimes and stuff we could find in the school if we looked. What are you guys talking about?
Look, I think, well, we're talking about business, we're talking about callings, we're talking about relationships, we're talking about a lot of stuff, Logan. And I feel like what I do understand is that there's a need for money. And maybe rather than like embarking on a new hobby that's like really cute when you give it to people that you like and who are nice to you, but like that it's just your first try out, like maybe you don't want to monetize it right away. So like, you know, I'm thinking though that we're obviously witnessing extreme demand for Raven's like supremely gifted clairvoyant whiffs, and like maybe that would be the new sideline, like maybe that there's money that seems like an interest like right there. So
I'm still holding the person's palm during this whole conversation.
Yeah, so the person you've been holding their palm is Bowden Liu, who's Sam's ex-boyfriend. He's like a total smoke show, and he's like so like
Raven is unaffected. Too much blood runs in his
yeah, flush.
The flush of his cheek is so off-putting. The warmth of his hand, I shiver away from it.
And he's like, okay, I guess I'm not getting my palm read.
No, you'll get your palm read. Your mother regrets you. Sorry, that was a really mean line.
And he's like,
Man.
I always knew it, and just kind of cries and runs away.
It's so off for me because usually I read fortunes, but that one felt like the past.
So how much did he pay you for that?
Right. Are you charging it, Raven?
I have a tip jar.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Carmen, how much money can be in this?
You got like.
I don't want to break the game and be like, I charge fucking $10 a prom.
You're charging like fair price, like $5 a read, but everybody in the school's been trying to get in on this, so you've got like $150 right now. Like you got so much money.
I'm so proud of you for not undervaluing your worth and your work, Raven.
Thank you.
As a laborer.
I appreciate it. I feel like, technically, I charge 1 roadkill pelt, but no one has yet to pay that.
Yeah.
Well, what if we do like a palm reading / like, I don't know, like maybe like a kissing booth or something, and we'll do $10, like $5 for each or something? Because like I'm popular, I feel like hopefully somebody would want to kiss me, right? Right?
Prostitution, Sam. I mean, that's like a rung lower than reading palms. Isn't there?
What about a nice firm handshake? Will people pay for that?
Oh, boy. I could take photos. I mean, I could do headshots. Like, people do like their photo taken. Like, I could charge for that.
That's true. I could tutor.
You could tutor.
Sam, I'm still not over the fact that you're hard up for cash and seem really stressed about it.
Yeah.
Because I do have this $150 that, I mean, it's yours. What do I want for in this material world? You know?
If you want it, because I can pay you back or something.
That would be good. Actually, there is one thing I want. It's a ghost detector. So I actually do want to get one of those.
I have 2 or 3 that I've been in my background brain that like I'm saving up for her. Like, just a couple. They're all weird. I know she wants like big, like a bunch of doodads and things. So I'm trying to
the more antennae and beeping noises, the better.
Yeah,
I would really. But
I don't want to pay too much on shipping, so that's what I'm waiting.
I would really appreciate the money, but I feel like I can't accept it without telling you what's like really happening.
I appreciate that. Good. I would really appreciate that.
Cool. So you remember like my friend Amy, right? Yeah, she's in like our class and all that. I don't know what happened, but I basically borrowed like some money for her, and she's getting like blackmailed. And she said that she needs $300 by the end of the day. Otherwise, like something really bad happens. And yeah.
I know mostly things about the supernatural and the shadow world that exists alongside of us and most of us never see. But I do think that a teenager getting blackmailed is a very serious thing. Mm-hmm. Should we talk to Amy and find out what's going on?
She told me not to tell anybody, so.
But she did tell you, and you know, and it's like a good reason that's not weird or dangerous.
Yeah, if she's doing it to like protect a family member, maybe that's okay, but
I don't know.
So she didn't tell you.
Mm-mm.
Do you think she would talk to us?
Maybe. I guess we can try.
Yeah, let's try. I skateboard off. My peasant skirt only gets a little bit caught in the wheels.
Wait,
Raven like erupts in frustration and anger.
Raven, Amy's house is like this way.
Fortune teller out.
So yeah, you're skating away like into the school. Sam's like, hey, Amy's house is that way. Everybody in the line's like, what about my palm reading? Boat is
and I'm just like, tomorrow, same time, on the line. You know.
Would you take a handshake instead? No?
You see everybody like furrows their brow at you, Logan, as they leave. And so you all head over to Amy's house. And
I show up at the back door for no reason.
Raven, you arrive at the back door. You see that Amy's older sister Stella is out back sunbathing, and she's like, "How did you get in our yard?" And the rest of you arrive at the front door.
I'm very wayfish. I squeezed between 2 fence posts.
She's like, "Whatever, Amy's upstairs, I guess," and goes back to sunbathing.
I climb the trellis upstairs. I scale the trellis and then just peek my head and wait for you guys to go into Amy's room and let me in.
So you see Amy go open the door and let the others in. And you all know by now that Raven is probably at the window. So you tell Amy to open the window. So Raven,
I think I saw her on approach. Like I saw her. I didn't say. I mean, I was like, oh, okay. So well, I'm sure we'll catch up with her when she is ready.
I'm creepily rapping at the window.
Oh,
Amy,
guys, you should let Raven in before she kills herself.
she like hesitantly opens the window and she's like, "Hey, Raven."
Hi. I heard that trouble has befallen you. I'm so sorry I didn't predict this in the palm reading that I gave you the other day.
Yeah, no, you just said somebody creepy was following me, which, I mean...
Actually, if someone's blackmailing you, oh my goodness, I predicted your future. Why didn't you heed my warnings?
As soon as you say someone blackmails you, she shoots you like the dirtiest look, Sam. She's like, "How could you do that?"
I mean, you asked me to get like $300 by the end of the day, and you expected me to get that without any help?
If you're in a dangerous situation, Sam just wanted to make sure that you had a support group, not just be on your own and just the two of you.
Yeah, we're here to help.
Yeah.
You could trust them.
She like closes the door and like looks out of the window and makes sure that her
You can
sisters...
trust me.
The
only secrets I tell are those of ghosts.
You see, she pulls the rest of your train into the room, Raven, and closes the window.
Yeah, my peasant skirt is all caught up in the trellis.
Just comes in with leaves and other shit, like little like bugs and things like from the
creepy crawlies. Yeah.
I have sticks in my hair and I don't bother to remove them.
She's like, "All right, listen, I don't know what else to do, so I guess I can trust you. Somebody has been blackmailing me, and they said that if I don't pay them $600 a week, then..."
A week?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good salary.
every week.
Well, I mean, I've just been stealing money from my mom's purse, but I don't know, for whatever reason, she just hasn't had any this
Probably
week.
because you've been taking it every week.
Yeah, I mean, that might have something to do with it.
The fact that your mom doesn't notice that makes me really worried. You and her
What
and
is-
the parent.
What do you know about the person blackmailing you? What do they say that they're using for? And what, I mean, can you give us a ballpark of what type of information they're using to solicit this money from you?
Or a literal one. I mean, I kind of feel like we deserve the full truth if we're going to try and get a bunch of money together super fast and potentially become embroiled in whatever danger you're facing. I mean, I say that wanting to help, but...
I think the more we know, the more we can help you.
She nods and goes under her bed and pulls out this dirty shoebox. And in it, there are a bunch of like really poorly put together, like ransom-looking notes. And she hands them to you all, and she says, "They told me that if I didn't pay, they would ruin my parents' marriage."
So it's about your parents? Is that what you're saying? You're trying to protect your parents?
I don't. Their relationship is already really bad, and it's hard on Stella and I. Stella doesn't even talk to me anymore because she's having a hard time dealing with it. And if people at school found out, then they would just bully us, and I don't want that.
How do you receive these letters?
Somebody leaves them in my locker.
So you don't know who's been doing it?
No,
What day of the week do they leave them?
usually on Mondays.
What time of day?
I don't know. They're just in there by the time I get to school.
So either an early riser or nocturnal.
Or, I mean, if it's during the week, it's, I mean, I don't know. Is there a lot of cleaning work done on the weekends? It could be stat.
Are these notes being slipped into your locker, or do you think someone has access to it?
Good question.
Well,
Yeah, how thick are they? Can they get into locker vents?
they're pretty thin. The only other person who knows the combination to my locker is Sam, but I don't think she would do this to me.
No, I wouldn't.
So,
But I do want to make just like a quick point. If your parents are having such a terrible relationship as it is, I mean, maybe it's just not meant to be.
This is also true. I did not feel as though it was my place to say this to you because I didn't know you that well. But I would
It
end
is the
this.
90s, you know, and like people are getting divorced now, and it's
Yeah.
$600 a week to keep your parents' marriage afloat. It's kind of a lot.
Talk to your parents?
it's not just their marriage, it's our family. I can't talk to them. If I told them that somebody was doing this, they would freak out.
Well, your parents' marriage aside, the idea that there is someone blackmailing people in our school is pretty messed up. And
It's unacceptable.
no matter what happens to your parents, whatever they personally decide, that's okay. We can all agree that we should find this fucker.
I have a
I mean, yeah, I
question.
feel like I have two conflicting impulses, which is to just encourage you to be, you know, sometimes you got to parent your parents, and it's like a really unfortunate position to be in, and that you could be the mediator they need to work it out. And then the other part of me just wants to blackmail the person back with some photos, which is a thing that I could probably do. So I don't know.
Wow.
Well, we have to
Spencer.
gather some info on who this
Yes.
blackmailer is.
Yeah, I have
Because
a
also,
question.
no matter what, even if your parents' marriage isn't right, you don't want it to end in some sort of scandal. You would rather them peaceably walk away.
Mhm.
How are you giving this person that money if they're just putting stuff in your locker?
Do you leave it back in your own locker?
No, there's a hole behind the bleachers at the football field, and I just
Well, that
leave
seems
it
unnecessary if you have access to your locker, but sure.
there. I mean, that's what they told me to do, but
Fun.
May I inspect these letters to see if I think that if I recognize a periodical that maybe they've all been like, is it cut out from magazines or?
yeah. So the letters
Classic.
are written on old magazines. So now you all
Like
can
17 stuff.
Because
Oh.
I definitely hang out at hospitals sometimes, and I feel like I would be somewhat acquainted with their with their magazine selection.
Absolutely. Did
God,
you said,
hospital.
you said something, Spencer? What did you say? Did you say something?
Did I say something?
Did you roll something?
Logan said something.
Logan said something. What did you say?
Maybe?
Oh, I just said let's research it because
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
Dope.
good at researching.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We could probably determine, I think the goal is to determine if we can tell anything about this person based on what magazine choice you use for
Yeah.
this.
Magazine choice of adhesive, for example, if they're using chewing gum, that would tell us that it's a gum chewer. If they're using glue, then they're probably a glue sniffer.
Total glue huffer. No one ever uses glue.
Should I roll for intuition?
Yeah.
It is no.
Can you give me an intuition check, Raven?
Oh, okay. I think I have nothing to add to intuition. Oh no, I do. I have 6 to intuition. So let me see if I have to use any of those points. I rolled a 1, so I'm gonna go ahead and add already. I'm gonna add 3. No, this is so important. I'm gonna freaking add 5.
Okay, dope. Yeah. So on a 6, you you spend a lot of time writing obituaries, and you think that I guess most
I've
people.
already started all of yours. I smile as though it's a
I
compliment.
like to read it sometime.
And as you're
Yeah.
inspecting these notes, you notice that somebody had the audacity to write this on your obituary pages. And so from looking them over, you can tell that these seem to be written from the weeks prior. So you find that it seems like the papers that go out on Fridays are used to write these notes that Amy is getting on Monday. You also see
Yearbook Club. We have been defamed by this person. They're borrowing our letters for their nefarious purposes.
Our reputation is at stake.
It really is.
Yeah, you also notice that the craftsmanship of the letters themselves looks pretty rushed. So it looks like whoever made these probably made them in a hurry.
Now, one last thing I would like to try to glean off of this is that this is the 90s and it's high school. A lot of people are experimenting with body sprays and colognes. Is there anything coming to me off of this piece of paper?
Go figure.
So you, that's really
Like
good.
the Gap, they had two really common things. Like there was like a blue Gap scent that was used all
Yeah.
Yeah. So you spent a lot of time reading poems, and you've gotten to know a lot of your classmates
It's true.
since.
The very first step is I take a deep whiff
Sniff
of the
the wrist.
And you notice that like one of the poems that you read today smells just like this paper. It has this like kind of like husky smell to it. It's not very flattering, but you feel like somebody that you interacted with recently probably had this.
Is it Sam's ex-boyfriend?
Yeah. Can I use my
Sam,
intuition?
does this smell familiar?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an intuition
All right,
check.
we would have a corroborating nose here. Yeah.
Okay, I got a 6.
Perfect.
Should I add any intuition points?
No. So
Okay.
you know that your ex Bowden loves to wear this stanky perfume, and you recognize the smell right away.
Oh. Yeah, this smells just like Bowden.
Well, what kind of information do you think your ex-boyfriend could have that would ruin your parents' marriage?
I have no
Or parents'
idea.
marriage.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Should we go spy on your ex-boyfriend? I realize if you get caught, you'll look like a pathetic ex-lover, but
But that's a narrative we're willing to accept.
that's
Yeah.
Well, they're also expecting the money by tonight, right?
You see Amy.
What
looks
if
at
we?
you.
oh yeah, we can stake out.
Yeah, I say we stake out and
Hole
hide in the bleachers.
bleachers.
You can stake out. I want to just put forward a theory that might make everybody really uncomfortable because that's kind of what I do. And I'm just wondering if
I
Bowden...
love discomfort.
I'm wrapping this for you, baby. I'm wondering if Bowden, I don't know, were you aware of any like time alone with your mom that Bowden might have had, or like was he around? Like, did you ever kind of catch them in conversation or anything?
Amy kind of looks, jogging her brain. She's like, the only time I really interacted with Bowden is when I would hang out with he and Sam. I never really liked him very much. He was always kind of a jerk.
So there's
Sam,
no... Go ahead.
who broke up with who?
Oh, I broke up with him. So as you know, all relationships are, or whatever.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I've never had one.
Me either, baby. High five.
My relationship is with the night.
Well, what a
So try
crazy
breaking
coincidence,
up with
because we're like about to do like a stakeout in the night or whatever. So it'll be like really romantic.
I will be feeling very romantic. I hope I get bit by a werewolf.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
All right, should we head back to school and stake out this bleacher hole?
I think we should.
Right.
I agree.
So what day of the week is it right now? I forgot.
It's Friday, so it's payment time.
Ooh. Ooh.
So they'll definitely be there.
Okay.
So Amy it looks at you all and she's like, okay, we can do this. I trust you.
Amy, do you have any... I mean, I have a weapon. I take out my thick velvet parasol and I swing it around wildly. But does anyone else need something for self-defense?
Amy pulls out pepper spray and she's like, I have this.
I'll take that.
She gives it to you, Sam.
Sure.
I don't know. I mainly use my fists when cornered.
Also
I use
cool.
my words.
Very interested to see that play out. Okay, so I think we all agree Logan takes the lead.
Yeah,
With her
she's
words.
spared me many a scuffle, I think.
I can negotiate my way out of many a situation.
Yeah, like I'm just ready. I'm ready. And she's like, no, I got this.
But I do have in my backpack, I have got some binoculars. They've got a thermal sensor on them. I am ready for a stakeout.
She is, as you say, prepared. Capital P. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Awesome. So with your gear and with Amy in tow, you all head to the school. So night falls pretty quickly, and it's about 6:50. And Amy's like, okay, so I'm supposed to leave it by 7. I've never actually seen anyone come to pick it up. I've actually been too scared to wait and see if anyone ever does, but I'm glad that you're here with me.
What do you usually leave it in? Do you leave it in an envelope? And is it possible we could pad? I made $150 reading palms today. As you know, you are a customer, and we could pad a listening device with money.
She holds up like,
we wouldn't be able to hear that much, but
she holds up like a small box, and she's like, "This is what I usually leave it in.
Tupperware container.
It's all I have."
Okay, no, that's fine.
Is it see-through though, or is it opaque Tupperware? Because you can't really conceal much.
I mean, it's see-through, but it's kind of dirty. I mean, I could wipe it off, and she like uses her shirt to like dry.
No, don't.
no, you get sauce everywhere.
Oh, sorry, I had a lot of spaghetti earlier.
What do you all think? Should we try some sort of trickery with this vessel that the money is delivered in, or should we just spy?
I think maybe. I mean, I'm like good at sneaking, and I brought my zoom lens, and I'm good at night photography. I take all kinds of weird night photos. So, I mean,
you're right. Yeah, that's great.
So,
I mean, if we see them, that should be all the evidence that we need, right?
cool.
So maybe, we take that evidence and we go to whoever and then they can deal with it.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll work.
Justice, actually, a higher authority than yourself.
Yeah. I think Raven will probably skateboard but float, or rather float but skateboard to a shadow and disappear into it, like a vampire going into its casket.
Oh, you really can't see her. Look at that.
You just disappear into like the darkness by the bleachers.
See you all on the other side.
I look over to Amy and I'm like whispering, but not really because I want to be heard. I'm like, did you know that I don't know, I got these teeth on the sides that I don't know, they're kind of sharp and they kind of look like a vampire's.
Oh yeah,
I've had people tell me that.
Raven comes out of the shadow to inspect. Interesting.
Yeah. I hear you can get your teeth filed if you're really worried about it.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. I mean, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
So
Get out my binoculars.
as you put your binoculars up, Logan, you see somebody with their hood up, trying to sneak around.
I see a hooded figure.
I'm gonna get out my camera with the long lens on it.
Awesome. So Spencer and Logan, with your lenses, you see.
I have my parasol ready to defend anyone.
You are at the ready, and this person kneels down by the hole and reaches in and pulls out the box. They start to pocket it, and as they turn to leave, you can see that it's Bowden, Spencer. As he pockets the box and tries to quickly scurry away.
I take
You know what?
50 million photos.
Wait, quick, before he goes, we should follow him and see where he's going to.
Yes, let's tail him.
Yeah, I definitely am into that. I think Raven goes from shadow to shadow, tailing this guy.
Very indirect in the route.
So yeah, there are only a few shadows, but you just kind of float between the shadows.
Right. And I'm like to everybody else, I'm just just stand there. Just
I'm just tiptoeing.
Right.
So I'm going to need everybody to make a sneaking check, please.
Okay.
Okay. So remind me one more time how checks work.
Yes. So you roll a d6, and you can choose to add points from your abilities to the roll.
Right.
Since this is a group check, there's also an ability or an option in the game that allows one person to make the check for the group. Everybody in the group can give points to that person, but everybody has the same consequence. You either succeed or fail together. So you can choose to do it independently or together, your choice.
Let's do a group one. I want to roll. I have 6 sneak points. So
Okay,
cool.
if it works out, then it works out.
I have four. What's the?
I'll give
what are we trying to
you.
So before you roll,
how
I'll
many
say
we
the
roll?
difficulty value for this check is going to be a 16.
make? Dang!
Yeah.
All right, I can give you 4.
Okay. 4.
I will give you 4 as well.
Okay.
That puts me over. So I mean, unless how does this work? Do I just tell you what my sneaking rating is, and then they give me?
No, so
8 and
if you do it as a group, then whoever rolls will need to get an cumulative score of 16 or higher. So that means that if you give that person points, they can add those points to the result of their die roll.
But I'm rolling. How do I roll?
You just roll a d6, and then we find out how much you need to add to it.
Yes, but if you all are doing it together, then only the person who's doing it for the group has to roll. But if you're doing it individually, then everybody individually has to roll. So you have to decide as a group if you want to do it individually or all together and only one person rolls.
I'm just wondering, like, if I have a sneaking 10 and I roll a d6, the max I can get on that roll is 6. So do I automatically take?
Oh, so you don't even need. Well, but we could. So we should go with Spencer because Spencer could potentially add like 10.
Well, and I guess if we each add 2 points, right? You wouldn't even
Yeah.
really need to roll if you have 10 already.
Well,
Is that
she
fair?
could Spencer could roll just in case. So yeah, maybe we'll each do, or I'll do 2. You do 2. You do 2.
do
So
2
then
as
you
well.
have 6. You can roll your d6, see what you get on that, and then
Then add to my
add.
pool as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the idea? I roll anyway, and then I have that available to add. Okay.
Yeah.
So you need to declare how much you're going to add before you roll.
Oh, okay. All right, that roll is done. Well, I mean, because you're each.
I'll do 3 then. So you don't have to declare as much.
Okay. I
I'll
was
also give you 3.
4. So if I say 4. Okay.
I'm gonna stick with you, giving you 2 just in case.
It's a 2.
Okay, so that's
2
So if I had 4,
so
that's 6.
plus 6. We didn't read it.
We not do it?
did not.
No, because it was 3, 3, 2, 4 plus 2.
Yeah. So
All that.
Wait, so what did we land?
Unavoidable. That's
The flash.
Skirt finally get caught in the wheels.
You're like easy
If I
peasy.
understood any of this better, it would have been completely fine. And I don't understand what happened.
no, it's okay.
It's okay, Spencer.
It's okay.
So as you all are,
It's okay. Your flash went off. That's all.
no. So as you're following behind,
Jesus.
Bowden, Benny gets really excited and starts barking.
Oh,
like,
what a cute reason to fail.
and so happy. And
Hey,
Bowden
why
turns
are you
around,
going apeshit? Like, what is happening?
and he's like, oh shit, and like he starts to take off running. So now we're gonna enter a chase. So if you want to
Oh,
chase
no.
Bowden, you can. You don't have to, but if you want to, you
Yes.
can. Those will be athletics checks to chase.
I'm a runner.
I got nothing there.
Yeah, I have 8 athletics points.
I don't even think I have any athletics
I don't.
points.
I don't at all.
I am not a.
Where's my account? I know I have.
I have other priorities, okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
where's my athletics? Oh, 5. Okay.
So Spencer, you want to give chase?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So
Can I kick my skateboard to Spencer?
yeah, so you kick your skateboard to Spencer.
Definitely dabbled in skating, for sure.
I'm gonna say that the skateboard gives you a +2 on every roll.
Let's go.
You do like a sick trick jumping on the skateboard and chasing after Bowden.
Nice.
He's hauling down the street.
It's just like a no big deal, like 360 kickflip. Like no, it's just, it comes back so quick.
Just really chill. Completely trying to show off in front of Raven. So you're chasing Bowden, and he hops over a fence to get out of the school yard or whatever. So give me an athletics check to hop over the fence without hurting yourself and without losing Bowden.
Okay, so once again, I roll, and that's fine. And then whatever happens, if I have to declare what I'm going to add over the check.
So no. So the difficulty value for this check is going to be 10. So you need to declare if you're going to allocate any athletics points, and then roll after that. So declare your points and then roll.
10? Fuck. I mean, I'm going to have to declare as many as I have, which is 5.
Yeah, put them all in. Why not?
And even still, that's like not great odds. All right, so 5. 1!
No!
So you try to get
We're all
off
pretty
of the
sore from
skateboard,
PE today.
and you kind of like have a hard time flipping over the fence. You kind of fall on your back, but you're able to protect your camera.
Right.
But Bowden gets a pretty big lead on you.
Benny, go! Benny, go!
You see Benny
climb.
jumps over the fence and runs after Bowden.
Be safe!
What's Benny gonna do? Come back and tell us where he's going?
We have the tracker. He's got the tracker collar, right?
Can I use town lore? Oh, does he have a tracker collar?
I don't know.
I can try
Carmen lets me have that.
He's got a ship, and somehow using 90s technology, we can track it on an app.
Can I use town lore to know where Bowden hangs out?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a town lore check.
I probably
Okay.
know where he hangs out.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, if you know where he hangs out, then I won't do it.
So Sam,
I'm just assuming.
you know that Bowden and his crew love to hang out at the Double Pizzeria on the boardwalk. Sam or Spencer, Benny comes back with Bowden's shoe, but was unable to get Bowden because Benny.
That's awesome, and I'm like, you know what? Good boy. I love that you took a shoe. He can't be happy about that. You did good.
He's crippled now. He's slower.
Yeah, he's handicapped. Right. He's got a little bit of a cap on his ability.
I'm gonna turn to Raven.
I'm sure that Benny can retrace the steps.
I'm gonna turn to Raven and be like, "Oh my gosh, do you see how lively Spencer looked?"
Actually, that's a good point. Spencer, were you hurt? I have first aid if you were hurt.
Oh yeah, my back is really fucked up. Like my back is all. I did fall flat on my butt. Yeah, like.
I will try some Reiki on your butt.
I was gonna offer my first aid skills, but I think I'll let Raven take this one.
Logan, I love you so much.
I hum like a Gregorian incantation. But like a dissonant, creepy one. Definitely a B-side that got taken off because they thought it was influenced by the devil.
I give Spencer like a serious side eye. I'm like,
That feels a lot better. I think it's gonna look good now.
Good.
wow, I'm like so happy for you.
My butt? I mean, thanks, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're like not hurt and stuff.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I believe
Yeah.
it. All right.
I love how intimate our group has become.
So after Raven helps heal Spencer's B-side,
Hey!
you all head off to Double Pizza, and there are a bunch of kids hanging out here. You see there are people playing games in the arcade. There are families here also with little kids, and they're playing the ball pit and stuff. And over by the back of the Double Pizzeria, like there's like this little animatronic band on the stage, and there's like this really funky looking weasel thing that's like with all his friends. They like play guitar
Like
really
Chuck E.
poorly.
Cheesy kind of thing.
Yeah, just like that. They're legally distinct. Yeah.
Chunky pizza rat.
But almost definitely Double Pizza whatever it is.
Chonky cheese.
Yeah, this is Chonky. Yeah.
Cookie wrap pizza.
Chonky is the chonkiest boy.
Yeah.
You see, Bowden is over there with his friends, and they're just like hanging out.
Missing his shoe?
Yeah, they're just hanging out. He's got one shoe on, but he's over there with a group of people.
I take some more photos for good measure.
Yeah, take some photos of that shoeless foot.
Shoeless, just hanging out eating pizza like nothing is weird about only having one shoe.
Awesome.
Which it definitely is.
You get shots of those candid photos that you wanted of Bowden.
Sam, since this is your ex, do you think that, first off, do you think that he saw you by the bleacher hole? And second off, if he didn't, do you think that you could try to get information from him by feigning ignorance?
I don't think he saw me, but I don't know.
He probably recognized my dog when it took his shoe.
Yeah, but
I mean, we've only just recently reconciled. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I'm implicated is what I'm saying, but you like clear. Yeah.
Carmen, what do you think? Did he see me?
I don't think so. It seemed like he just saw Spencer because Benny was barking.
We could
I guess I can try.
Logan go over.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he'll say anything to Logan.
Okay.
Logan never ever tutored him.
So cool though.
Yeah, I was just thinking that like Logan could go over on official school business.
Logan,
Yes,
as
I
you say you're so cool, you see the chess club walk by and they're like, oh, hey, Logan. It's so good to see
Hi
you.
guys. Yeah, I could totally go talk to him.
How about I go first and then
I'll be your
if that
wing
doesn't
woman.
work, you go out. Or yeah, you know what? Let's do that.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I'll be right behind you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But be like maybe like 5 steps behind me, just in case, just in case.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, cool.
So, Sam, you and
Go to Spencer. Logan looks really good.
Yeah, she's just, it's the confidence. I feel like not everybody notices it, but like the confidence just makes her
Has
really
she
awesome.
studied b-boy dance?
There's this VHS we've got, and there's this like blonde lady who just does a lot of, and she talks about what like this is what hip hop is and what it isn't, and it's just been pretty informative for her. Yeah.
I watch a lot of MTV when I'm studying at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
like
So
watching
can we
adults.
go now? Can we? Yeah. So cool.
Yeah, I'll teach you some moves later. Sorry.
Cool. Yeah.
so yeah, as you're walking
Whatever
out,
she wants to be good at, she's just good at.
Tell me that. That's why I try not to be good at things.
as you're walking up, Sam, you overhear Bowden and them talking, and he's like, "Yeah, like that rap in like Adolescent Ninja Turtles 2 was just like really whack." He's like, "Oh, I mean, like, yeah, I like work on cars or whatever. I'm like a real man's man." And you see, he's obviously trying to put on a show because he notices you come up, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Sam."
I think I'm gonna use my flattery points if that's cool.
Heck yeah. So go ahead and give
I
me
have some flattery as well if you want to do a group. I can help you.
Let's do that.
Flattery assist.
So you
Just a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
you broke up with Bowden, so I'm gonna say this is a flattery check of a 3. So yeah,
Okay.
or you can also use flirting if you want. So flattery or flirting, your choice.
I feel like I'm
cannot
never.
help you on flirting.
Different. Right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna throw in one of my flattery points just to be safe.
And I'll give you one too, because I'm
Great.
here.
Great. Okay. So now I'm gonna roll. And it was a 6. So
Awesome. You see
It's gotta roll good. Jesus.
all the other people that are with Bowden. You see one of the guys has like a pop collar too, and he looks at you, Logan, and he's like, "Hey, I like your style."
What's up?
And you see they all like start to kind of be quiet and listen to what you have to say, and Bowden's kind of like, "Sam, I've been meaning to talk to you. I was thinking like we broke up a while ago, but I'm like totally over it. And like, I'm just like ready to be friends, It's like not even.
Yeah, that sounds super cool if we were just like friends. And we could even like catch up or whatever. You know what? We could even catch up right now if you want. I know like your friends are here and stuff, but like,
You see one of them like slaps him on the back really hard. It's like, yeah, good job, bro. What's up with your friend though? And they kind of point to Logan.
What's up?
And I'm like,
she can speak for herself. Yeah.
What's happening? Like, what's happening?
That pizza looks so good. You must have such good taste in pizza.
Yeah, I agree.
Could you buy us some? Because we don't have any money.
You see, most of the guys are like,
Spencer, if you don't use your camera right now, if you don't take your camera out to capture this moment,
keep me from like busting a gut, being like, what the fuck is this?
Usually one of the dudes who has like a straight visor of sunglasses is like, bro, give me your wallet, bro, give me your wallet. And he's like, we totally like buy you some pizza or whatever. It's cool, it's not even a thing. And so all of his friends kind of go off with Logan to like flirt with her and buy y'all's pizza. And Bodhi.
Sorry, go on.
No, go for it.
While all this is happening, do I see, and pardon the expression, do I see a bulge on Bowden from the box?
You see, he's kind of doing that
like
thing
a
where
hoodie pocket,
he's trying to like cover himself up, and like trying to like turn to the side or whatever. But you can tell he's
concealing.
He's concealing.
Like maybe in his hand, or or is it okay?
So you see, he looks at Sam and he's like, yeah. So how you been or whatever.
I've been pretty good. What's up with you? Like, what have you been up to?
Well, I mean, I got a job now. I'm not. What'd you say? Lazy.
Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah. Totally. I'm a man now.
Yeah. No, I could tell that you're at Chunky E. Cheese with the guys. You're really doing great for yourself.
Oh yeah, all
so
these
cool.
pizzas, I bought those. My money, yeah.
Wow. So what job is it that you have that you could just buy pizza on the daily?
So go ahead and give me a. Oh man.
Can I give him a cool check because I'm just so cool? He'll just tell me.
Yeah, give him cool. So see if he's like.
What?
So I'll say that
Swinging it around. Love it.
You've really been working him over, so I'll say this is like a cool check of like 3. Okay,
I'm gonna give off 2 of my cool points because I do have a score of 8, and I rolled a 3.
You see, he gets really close to you, and he's like, "Hey, yeah, so I can trust you.
Mm-hmm.
I got a job." Working for one of the teachers for a little extra credit, a little extra cash.
Really? What do you do?
I just go and pick up stuff and make deliveries for her. That's it.
Huh? What kind of deliveries?
I don't know. Just some box that she tells me to bring it to her and don't open it.
Oh, box? What is it? I don't know. I'm just curious. What does it look like?
He kind of like opens his jacket up and he's like, yeah, this, like this.
Oh. So in a Tupperware container.
Hey, look, all right. I never said it was glamorous. It's just this job.
Yeah, I get it. Like, teachers don't make that much money. Yeah. Cool. So what teacher? Who is it?
All right. Look, it's got to stay between us, all right? But maybe I can get you in on something since we used to be us.
And we can like really work together and stuff as like cool co-workers. And I'm leaning towards him, but I'm like also kind of pushing my shoulders to like keep him away.
Yeah, and he's like, all right, yeah, like, so that what's her name, like the photography teacher or whatever. Yeah, like she.
You're breaking my heart and I'm in.
Yeah, I don't know. Like she just one day after school, she was like, hey, you want to make some extra cash? And I was like, yeah, I need a job.
Spencer, do you think that the photography teacher is using moments that you catch on film?
Yeah, are you guys hearing this? I don't know.
Are we? I think.
No, I think only Sam knows this right now.
Oh, okay.
Ask me in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm back with the boys, and
I've got a whole reaction queued up, baby.
Logan, you got like a whole stack of pizzas next to you, and you see all the guys. Like one of the guys like opened up a pizza box and like made like a little breakdancing area over there, and he's like, yeah, let me show you like some of my moves or whatever.
Oh.
And he's just like,
Look at Logan.
but Sam,
cool moves, bro.
I can't help it. I take out my parasol and do some move spinning on the parasol.
you see some of the guys are like, oh yeah.
I'm like the only person left in cover. I'm like, oh, now I'm lonely. All right.
Hey, Sam, did you get all the pizza you need?
Actually, I do need to grab a couple more slices, but like literally. And I just like take 2 slices of the sausage pizza. Okay. Oh, right. We have to go work on our homework for the.
I love homework.
Mhm.
Bye.
Yeah. It was really great talking
Logan's
to you,
gonna hold
Bowden.
you to that.
It's like, yeah, Sam, like, maybe we could hang out sometime.
Yeah, maybe we can do that sometime. Yeah. Cool. I have to go now. Bye.
So
Bye.
you all start to leave. You see Logan as you leave. All the guys are like, "Bye, Logan. We should hang out sometime. Like you're so cool."
Bye, guys. Be responsible.
So as you're doing the finger guns, you see some of the nerds are kind of looking at you like you're a traitor as you leave.
And I say what I always say to Logan, which is, you're going to be president one day.
I take one bite of the sausage pizza and then I like hand the other one to Raven. I'm like, this is yummy pizza. It's sausage, which is, like pretty good. It's your favorite, right?
I'm so sorry, Sam. I've become a vegan as of like a couple of years ago.
Oh, I had like no idea. I just like dejectedly like.
I like natural death. No, I'm sorry. I can pick the sausage and the cheese off and not eat the bread and lick. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lick the sauce off because that's vegan.
Cool. And I just like pull the cheese and sausage off, and I'm just like, here you go. Sorry, so sorry.
I ordered a bunch of fries, so I've been just pounding fries, and I'm like, do you want some fries?
I dip the fries in the sauce of the pizza.
So
what did you learn?
Yeah, what's the scoop?
Right. Are we still in the chunky cheddar rat?
yeah, you're still at Double Pizzeria right now, but
Yeah. We should probably dip from.
Okay.
I mean, my
It's in a tray. You could just carry them out.
I just meant literal candy, but yeah. I'm just trying to keep my energy up. Here we go.
so yeah, you all. You want to do something, Rick?
I'm gonna have an extreme emotional reaction with my mouth full of fries. Is what's gonna happen.
I pull my parasol out because it's a very thick velvet, so it gives a little bit of a sound barrier, so that Sam can speak more comfortably.
Awesome. It's like you just went into the eye of a tornado or something. Like as soon as the parasol comes out, it's like it's just jump.
Right, suspense.
I took a bunch of photos of like kids eating pizza, but I'm not really sure how helpful it's gonna be.
Yeah. So like he's kind of talking about how he's working for. And yeah, all the money is for her.
Wait, what? Sorry?
Yeah.
My Zoom just glitched?
Mine did as well. I think you might have glitched,
As soon
Sam.
as you said this,
You literally,
said her
I
name.
think photography teacher is what glitched out.
You're mumbling. Too much pizza in your mouth. Come on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, the photography teacher. Yeah, I guess he was hired by her to collect the money.
What?
Yeah, so he's been giving it to her.
Mr. Davies?
Mm-hmm.
What does she want to do with? Why does she want to sabotage Amy's parents' marriage?
I don't believe it. I don't.
I have a delicate question, Spencer. Do you think that it's possible that the pictures you've been taking, she's been collecting to use as blackmail? I know that you like to take candid photographs, and part of a candid photograph means the person you're taking a picture of doesn't know you're taking it.
That's not always true. But me being like new, like, and my ethics are really blurry. Like I don't really know yet. Like I'm like, I don't think all of them.
But also, she's a photographer herself, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Gosh, it's a lot to take in. Like, she's like really extended herself to me as like a mentor, and like, I don't know. She just seemed really invested in like not just mine, but like everybody in the class, like their development and like their interest in this thing. Like, I just can't. I don't know. Like, I'm not ruling it out at all. But if this is like,
she's had some really novel punch-ups on my obituaries.
I don't mean to like burst your bubble or anything, but she's literally using a student right now to get like money off of somebody, blackmail. So I think she's okay with using students.
No, I mean, my bubble is bursting, and before your eyes. I'm not refuting what you're bringing to me. This just is like.
In fact, it's very, very likely that she's just using you for her own intent.
That's so sad.
Well, maybe she started off honorably, and then teacher salaries just they're not what they should be. And so maybe she really does like your photography. And maybe it's actually kind of like a compliment to have someone use your photography for blackmail.
I agree that teachers are underpaid, but exploitation of the youth is unacceptable.
But follow me down this path, Spencer.
I hear you.
Blackmail needs to tell a story, right?
I hear what you're saying, but I'm capturing moments of like real truth and relevance and like drama
that are being used for evil
value. Yeah, I thank you. Because I'm gonna let that be the soothing balm over the gaping wound that is the only like responsible, invested adult figure in my life is actually like a horrible, exploitative criminal. So I'll just remember that my photos are good, and that does help.
Almost too good, maybe.
Do you know where she lives? Because I could hover outside her window really creepily.
Yeah, usually it's me hovering outside her window. Take a break. I do know where she lives, though. I bet I do, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't decided why, but I just know that I do.
Awesome. Yeah. So she's definitely hosted like photography retreats and workshops and stuff at her house. So you've been there before.
Yeah.
Sure.
I know where she is. That's
yeah.
So you all pack up your stuff and you head toward Miss Evans' house. And at this point, it's pretty late. And when you get there, you see that there's one light on in the living room, and she has the curtains open. You can see that she's in there, and she's drinking and looking through some sort of photo album.
Oh, use your binoculars to see what she's looking at.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have my Zoom lens too.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, that might be better because then you can show
Maybe
everyone.
you should take blackmail photos of her.
I think that's what I'm doing.
Of her reading?
Well, if they're actually sensitive photos, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do a photography check. So to take a photo through a window of what she's looking at, I'm gonna say this.
That's a rough.
I will I'll use my parasol to shield like any sort of lamplight from the street that might glare off of the
I do
window.
have 2 photography points that I'd be willing to donate to the cause.
I have 2 photography. Why do I only have 2 photography points?
Uh-oh.
Because it's out of that one's out of like 3. 3 is high and academic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
So this will be a 6 for photography check.
I'm gonna give you my 2.
Can I give a fashion point for it? Or
yeah, sure. I'll let you do
cool.
that.
I give you my 1 fashion point.
Thank you. So that's 3. I have 2. I still need at least 1 more.
I mean, I have another fashion point.
I mean, if you only need 1, it's impossible for you to fail. The lowest you can roll is 1.
After the
Yeah,
Oh, right.
still get to
So-
roll.
Okay, so I just roll. I have a 4.
Excellent. So,
Yeah.
you are able to, like, you know, she trained you too well. You're able to see with your camera that she's actually looking at an old photo album. You see a young Miss Evans in photos with someone that you don't recognize, but in the photos, it looks like the two of them are really close. And it looked like you see them at like a football game together. You see them like kissing on the beach, and looks like the two of them were really close.
Well, I mean, right now this just looks like a super depressing invasion of privacy, but I'm guessing there's more to this, so I'll just...
Should
How about
we
Raven
confront
with
her?
with your town lore? Do you recognize the man in the photo?
Yeah, I show
That's true. I do have town lore.
I show the group the...
So when you show the group, Sam, actually, you recognize the other person in the photo is
Amy's
Amy's dad.
Amy's mom.
Amy's mom.
Jory
Must
White.
got it going on.
Oh!
Yeah, so you see that Amy's mom, Jory, and Miss Evans actually used to be a couple, it looks like.
So this is a 2-pronged attack. Make a little cash to try to build that nest egg to get your lover back.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean-
I'm still trying to figure out why she needs a whole operation, or if he's just been collecting for this on this one. This seems like a personal matter.
Yeah, it seemed like
Waiting
Bowden
for them
didn't
to-
really.
Oh,
It seemed like Bowden didn't like. Bowden specifically seemed like it was just on this one task.
So it could just be this one operation, not like a whole network, like a whole thing.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he really knew what was going on.
Right. Well, this is sad.
Do you
Should
think
we
she's trying
consider
to milk them
talking
for
to
money
her?
so that when they run out, she gets to ruin their marriage?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I was wondering. If it's like
about
getting
the
some
money, but
money,
Yeah.
but then
Wait,
And, like,
Wait.
question.
Amy's mom has stopped hiding money.
She's had it in her purse and she hasn't cared that $600 or whatever is being taken away. So maybe she knows.
But then Amy said she hasn't had it recently, so maybe she knows and is like, get it from your dad, not me, because I'm gonna run away
Or she's
with
she's in
With
on
our-
it.
Evans.
Evans.
she's in on it.
Yeah.
It's very possible. Yeah, is
There's
Amy
that.
still here?
No, she parted
Oh,
ways
okay.
with y'all when y'all.
Oh,
left.
good. Then we could just say like, this is pretty hot,
Yeah.
right?
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Amy's not here. This is freaking
Amy's not here. Okay, cool. This is kind of hot.
It's pretty hot.
I am
And
very.
I'm the only guy here, but like it's hot, right? Like it's hot.
Yes.
Like it's pretty hot. Yeah.
proud of both of them for
hot.
staying true to their heart, but they're
But
hurting
we
other
should
people in the process.
And
Yeah.
if their marriage isn't
Absolutely.
good or anything, and like this seems like a really loving coupledom.
Wow, a
think
loving
it's time
female
to
couple?
confront.
That sounds really, really cool. And I kind of like side eye at Raven and then like look back.
Well, like cool.
I
in a
meet
sense,
your
genuine,
gaze
not,
and
like,
stare intensely, but it's not different than when I normally do.
Should we knock on that door?
I mean, like,
Well, yeah,
why
are we
not?
gonna confront her or what?
Can I really quickly scan to see if like there is anything that could be a threat to us, like a freaking gun or something like that, to like make sure that like we can have this confrontation to try
Are we
and see
doing
what
that?
we're getting into.
Are we confronting her, or are we bringing this evidence back to Amy and finding out more? Because we don't have to call her on this right now, do we?
That's true. There's part of me that wants to be like, hey, we know what you're doing. We all
Yeah,
kind
but
of
then
agree.
what
it's-
would
I mean, I won't believe me.
We think it's
believe me,
kinda
of
hot.
Everyone, I want answers. Like I need answers, and I
Yeah.
need a reckoning. But like I'm just trying to think of it like right now.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know what we would do once we confront her or like what that would do. So maybe we should go back and talk to Amy.
Okay.
Right.
We could also maybe pretend to call, like, if one of us feel like we could do Mrs. Evans' voice, then we could call Amy's house and ask for Amy's mom, and like,
does anyone have
see
impersonate?
if she's.
If anyone would, I feel like Logan would figure it out.
Actually,
I have 3 impersonate I could give to someone.
Ooh, wow.
I do not have any in person.
I don't think I have any.
I have 3 performance though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think Raven's probably the best at impersonate.
Okay.
Can I give her 3 performance though for it?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
This is definitely like lighting a keg. Are we all okay with this?
But you're like just blowing up this whole, because
Okay, cool. Then I will call.
Can I get out my tape recorder that's in my backpack and hold it up to the phone
'Cause you're so
receiver?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so you all
Okay.
find a nearby payphone, and you, Sam, you have Jory's number, Miss White's number, and so yeah, you call her up. It rings a few times, and then you hear, "Hello."
And I like rushedly like give it to Raven.
Jory, it's me, Mrs. Evans.
Janice.
You're also known as Janice.
Sorry for the formality. I know I'm not supposed to call here while we're doing what we're doing, but I was looking at that picture of us on the beach. You remember the beach we kissed at? You were wearing that pink bathing suit and I the yellow.
You see, so go ahead and give me an impersonate check.
Okay, I'm
I'll give
gonna
you my 3
use
performance as well.
3 performance, my 3 impersonate.
So I'm gonna say this is a 10, right? And so how about this? If you get
And I need a 4 or above.
yeah, if you get a 10,
Give me any
then
extra
you
points?
nail it. But if you
I could definitely use some extra points.
I can give you points. What can I give him? I mean, I can give him from anything, can I?
so from your general abilities, you can get from anything. Yeah.
Okay, general abilities. I can give.
I'll give you 2 preparedness so that you've thought about this impersonation
I've
before.
gotten into
Before the
character.
words come
refined
out
it
of-
a little bit,
coming out of
yeah.
your mouth. I also have. Hopefully, I won't use much fighting. We don't know though. I might have to punch Miss Evans in the face.
Yeah, we don't know
I can
what
give
she's
you.
trained in.
I can give you 1 more sneaking because you're sneakily getting information.
Okay.
Do you want one? I'll give some. I'll give one.
I actually got 9 points from you guys, and I rolled a 1. So that's gonna take us to 10, baby.
Awesome.
Okay.
So as you say, do you remember the photo of us kissing on the beach? You hear she's like, and then you hear in the background somebody's like, "Who is it?" And she's like, "Oh, it's nobody. It's work." And she's like, "Hold on a second." And you kind of hear some shuffling around, and then she comes back and she's like, "Janice, you can't call here."
I know, it's just the picture, my imagination, it was so evocative. What we're doing is pretty hot, right?
I'm gonna just like listen to the other side of the phone because I want to listen in as well.
Everybody's like getting really close to the phone. Completely inappropriate conversation for teenagers. But
Yeah, I'm just like holding. I'm sitting weird. I'm like sitting really weird, like crouching odd, and I feel so confused.
but you see, she's like, I told you I can't do this anymore. We have to stop.
Wait, but I'm making really good money for us. We're gonna be able to, we're gonna have some comfort when we make the break.
You see that she
we talked
pauses
about.
for a long moment, and she's like, as much as we both want that, we just know that it's not real. What about Amy? What about Stella?
But I thought that you agreed with this, and that's why, because I've been getting the money from your daughter.
What? You've been taking money from Amy?
Yes.
But that wasn't part of the deal. What are you doing?
Nothing. You know what? I think the memory of the ocean air just went to my head. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. I'm gonna go walk around the block and take pictures of night birds.
Wait, no, I'm gonna come over. We need to talk about this.
Okay, yeah, come over. Yeah, I would love it if you came over.
Okay, I'll be there in like 10 minutes. And she hangs up.
And I turned to you and I'm like, Raven, we would not love it if she came over.
We would not.
Why? We can bug the
We
place.
are not even over there right now. How are we gonna get over there?
We can get over. We can get back over there.
Yeah, we can get back
all
over there.
on the skateboard in time for her to literally drive over.
Yeah, I think we can all get over there.
Yeah, we're by the payphone, like around the block, right?
Bikes.
If someone has a bike, I can just,
Kids with bikes.
pull off a piece of
still
my
have my
peasant
scooter.
skirt and
My scooter.
attach my
So Logan had your scooter on your back. You're so prepared. You whip out that scooter, and Raven, you've got your skateboard. One of you could probably ride on Logan's scooter. One of you could, Raven, you could probably carry somebody on your skateboard with you.
I carry you over my head like this. So again, my peasant skirt is long, so I look like I'm floating, just carrying someone.
Who are you carrying, Raven?
Me.
Sam.
So Sam.
Only because I'm heavy, because I'm a man.
I'm a heavy little lady. Thank you very much. I'll take your things.
So you all are headed back to Miss Evans' house, and as you start to pull up towards the house, you see Jory pull into the driveway, and you see in the window as she sees Jory walk towards the door, you see Miss Evans quickly try to hide the photo album and fix her hair and stuff.
I actually know who it is.
The window's
Anyone?
open.
Yeah.
And so, you see she's walking up to the door. Is there anything that you want to do?
Get the camera ready.
kind of just
I want it. How do we hear
drop
what's
somehow?
Yeah, we need to hear it.
We need to hear it.
Should we just crack open a back window?
Oh, wait. Maybe I could just kind of go in and pretend like I'm going up to see Amy because, we're best friends and I hang out here all the time, right? So we can just, coincidentally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it
I
Miss
thought we were
Evans
at
or
the
Miss
mom's
Evans?
house.
Gotcha. MS.
Miss Evans. That would be
We
a
could
whole
also
other
just
wrinkle. That'd be
watch it. I mean, you can, if people are talking loudly through a window, you can kind of hear it sometimes.
I've studied lip reading.
Yes, you did.
I buy
Yes,
it.
you did.
Spencer
You
can coincidentally
absolutely
come in at the same time. I don't know.
You crushed it.
So
And we definitely use it to communicate when we have to, but only in one direction because I'm.
I haven't rolled yet, so I'm just desperate to.
I'm pretty sure that one of the preparedness things means that you can have I had this in my backpack, right? So I will let you do that. I had this in my backpack that I've studied lip reading. If you can, you have a 9 preparedness. I'm going to say this is a 12.
I'll give you 3 preparedness.
3. Okay.
I'll give you.
Right now, I have 7 left in my pool.
I'm gonna give you 4 cool, so that you do it really cool.
So then that's plenty, right?
Yeah,
At that point, it doesn't even.
let's see
All
what
right, I'm
happens.
gonna roll anyways. I got a 5, baby.
Awesome. So yeah, Logan, you and when you were giving yourself spare homework over the summer, you you learned how to lip read pretty well.
Yeah.
So you see that Janice goes inside, or Jory goes inside, and she and Janice are arguing. So you can see that she's really upset.
She's really upset.
That Miss White or Miss Evans was blackmailing her daughter. And you see that there's a lot of shouting. She's
There's a lot of shouting.
telling Jory is telling
hear
Miss
that one.
Evans that she doesn't want to see her anymore, and
Doesn't want
that
to see her anymore.
this was a mistake.
Does she know
that
it's
she-
kind of hot though?
This was a mistake.
Is she failing to see that part of it?
You see, Janice says that she only did this because she loves her.
She only
and
did this because she loves her.
She is sorry how things ended.
She's sorry how things ended.
And you see that like Janice pulls out a necklace, and you see that Janice says that like she's sorry about leaving.
Whoa,
Miss
Janice left Jory?
And you see that there's like a moment where they kind of like just share a moment together, and then they hug. And then
sharing a moment.
and then you see that Jory says she should probably go.
She says she should probably go.
And
wait, Jory's telling Janice to leave her own house. Oh no, she's saying that she should probably.
Janice is Miss Evans. So Janice Evans. So Miss Evans is Jory White is telling Miss Evans that she should probably go. And as she starts to go, Miss Evans grabs her hand and they share a kiss. And then you see that she closes the blinds.
And then it just ends there.
I mean, the blinds are closed, so yeah.
Well, hopefully now that that Amy's mom knows about the blackmail, Amy will no longer be blackmailed.
I mean, I think, like it seems like our work is done and the rest is just interpersonal.
It seems like Amy's mom just ended up buying herself that necklace, essentially. Right? Because it's her money?
Right, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think she knows that.
Maybe she hasn't put that together yet, Logan.
I don't know if she knows that Amy's been stealing from her.
I do think that if the message is, the couple needs to decide what is right, then we should stay out of this.
I don't even know if we should talk to Amy about it. This seems like it's gonna be a lot, especially because the whole keeping the family together thing.
It's too late for that, man. Miss Evans brought Amy into it. She needs to sort this out.
Yeah, I guess we should probably... I think that I just want to walk away.
If we bust down this door right now.
No! I hold Logan back.
I can find a better angle.
I can negotiate my way out of this, okay?
I pose in one of the pictures. That's been
Maybe I can convince her to do the right thing.
I know. I do feel. I feel like maybe we should talk to Amy's mom at some point and gently, not blackmail her, but encourage her to know that if she's in a bad marriage, it might be bad for the family.
So we
that a family can survive a divorce.
Yeah, so what we do is we say we really believe this is the best course of action for your family, but also if we have to, we have evidence that we will use to force you into
We can be teenage blackmail artists.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe we should just tell Amy that it's not the end of the world if the family falls apart and just kind of leave it at that.
Yeah,
because really the person who's going to be affected the most is like Amy and her sister.
Yeah.
So
but
it
sounds like it could be a mentor taken from me. So I really would like to just emphasize my loss in all of it.
That is really sad for you.
It is.
We think the threat of the marriage being blown up through blackmail is gone, and now it's just up to them sorting it out on their own.
Yeah,
and I think that's true, and that we should just check in with Amy in a bit and see what she has to say about her situation if it's gotten better. That's my.
If we try to blackmail, are we really any better than them?
That's true.
At blackmail, because yes.
Okay. I'm still
give
like
Spencer a high five.
Do some family therapy.
Uncharacteristic high five. It's like a little too fast and darting.
So you all decide
it's like a bat swooping.
For now, your work is done. So you head back home. Is there anything you want to do before you all head home for the night to your separate places?
I definitely need to grieve. I need to find a beautiful spot and like just process a little bit. So I'm gonna find there's a pond I know that I really like, and if it's if the moon's looking good, I'm gonna go and sit and think about what's happened.
I'm gonna sit next to Raven. I think I'm gonna give her a heart to heart, if you will.
I'm going to practice my debate
my
tactics.
Meditation spot, or are y'all in a different zone?
No, we're in a different zone. We're going to let you grieve.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going home to practice my possible rebuttals in case we do decide to ever go back and knock down that door.
Okay.
And you're so persuasive. I love that you're really stuck on the idea that you can just like convince someone out of
So
anything is possible when it comes to words.
So we'll have these three scenes. So essentially, so Logan, you go back home. You see your mom's there. She's sleeping on the couch. There are signs everywhere, and you see. So you go upstairs and you're practicing your debate. You have some of your like stuffed animals there, and they're the defense and stuff, and you're practicing your lines with them. And Raven, you and Sam are together. What's Sam gonna say to Raven?
So we're just kind of sitting quietly for a second, and I feel like my heart's like kind of racing a little bit. I'm like, "Hey, Raven."
Yes, Sam.
The night looks really nice tonight.
I agree. I do agree.
Yeah. So I was thinking, because we've been thinking about like true feelings and like accepting like love or whatever. And I don't know. I was, I was wondering if maybe you wanted to like go out like for real sometime. I know I'm not like dead or anything, but I feel like, I'm like kind of popular, and that's kind of like dead inside, right? And I just like keep stammering.
If you're asking me on a date, yes, we can go on a date. It will have to be to a haunted house and not one that has admission and teenagers working at it. An abandoned house, one that's rumored to have had several homicides.
Cool. Yeah, no, I think I know a place. Maybe this Saturday?
Yes. And then I float around.
Awesome. So new love blossoms, and Raven, you float around. Spencer, you're at the lake. There's this beautiful view. You have this spot to yourself. It's the spot where you love to come, and Benny's sitting there, resting his head in your lap, comforting you. What's Spencer thinking about in this moment?
I'm talking to Benny. I'm just addressing Benny because I do that a lot to vocalize my thoughts, and he's always like very persuasively reactive in a way that makes me think he understands what I'm saying. And I'm just like, oh man, like I really, like I pride myself on like observing people and like kind of getting a read on them, and then like I don't really like trust them to actually talk to them or like build relationships with them, and like I don't know, like it's safer to just sort of know things, feel like I know things about them without like sharing them with people. And like I've just been so wrong. Like I misjudged this person that I thought was in my corner like so badly, and like I don't know, maybe I put her too high on a pedestal. Like she just clearly had this love that drove her to do this really like complicated thing, and it was like not the right move. But like I don't know, maybe she was staring down like less life than I have left and was like, I got to do something, and like maybe I'm wasting my time. I should probably think about like telling people how I feel and like not just sort of feeling clever and alone. I don't know, Benny, what do you think?
You see Benny like looks up at you and nuzzles his head against you. And you notice, Benny's collar, you actually put a little piece of film, which was some of the first film that you ever tried to develop that didn't work out, before Miss Evans taught you how to develop film. So you see that piece of memorabilia on Benny's collar. But yeah, you have this moment where you really reflect on what's next for you and what this means for Spencer. So
yeah, I'm like, oh, I should develop that film and see if there's anything good in it, like on my own terms. Maybe I could like give it to someone whose opinion really matters and see what they think.
and you spend the night there just kind of being introspective. So some time passes.
I wake up, Benny's licking my face. I'm on a bench looking homeless.
There's blood pouring out of you from a gunshot wound all around you. We're like, oh my god, you got shot by the Nugget King.
I had a nightmare. I was shot by a crazed chicken magnate.
Sam, you go to school the next week. You don't hear from Amy all weekend. You go to school the next week. She's not there the first few days of the week. And you eventually see her in the halls, and she comes up to you and she's like, hey, do you think like maybe you could get your friends together? I want to talk to everybody.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm strangely okay.
That's good.
And
Like, give her a hug.
yeah,
I'll be like, let's all talk after school. That's cool with you.
yeah, I would like that. So you all, gather after school.
I'm reading palms on the side.
Your palm reading business has been booming. You've also noticed that Bowden hasn't been around. And when you all get to class that day, the last period, so you've had a substitute teacher in your photography class all week. It's about Wednesday now. And when you get to class in that last period, there is a younger gentleman there. He's wearing a cardigan. He has like one of those like mustaches, but no sideburns kind of deal. It's kind of gross. And he's like, oh, hey, everybody.
Not my new role model.
He's got like a cup that says like #1 teacher on it, but it's got like a little aperture lens on it. And he's like, I'm your new photography teacher, Mr. Harold. It's great.
Have you ever edited an obituary?
That's a weird question to ask.
5-page obituary?
That's a lot of dead people. I don't really like
No,
to
that's
look at
one
those.
obituary. I write in prose, thank you.
I lean over to Amy and I'm like, do you see that teacher's misspelled on that mug over there?
She's like, yeah, he probably made it himself. So Mr. Harold finishes in introducing himself, and you all have that period. And afterward, you kind of get a chance to get together and talk. And Amy comes up to you all, and she's like, I wanted to say thank you. I don't know what you did, but it seems like something's changed. The letter stopped, and I wasn't able to save my parents' marriage. They're going to be getting divorced, but maybe that's for the better. They both seemed pretty unhappy for a while now.
Do you know who your mom is with now?
Like Raven. And I just like kind of hit her side. I'm like,
Saying maybe I could read your palm and tell you.
She's like
$500.
I don't know. Like I think it's Miss Evans, but honestly, it's kind of cool. Like, she's really nice, and I mean, Stella likes her, so she's always been kind of nicer to us than our dad.
Do you forgive her for blackmailing you?
No, I mean, I'm still pretty mad about that, honestly. I think that's going to be a pretty big hit in our relationship going forward.
Definitely like layers of cool and layers of rude.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more rude than cool.
To use some 90s terminology.
Yeah, she's definitely pretty whack for doing that, but
Yeah, it seems like a
I agree.
basis for a healthy relationship, but like I don't know anything about marriage, so.
yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I'm just in high school, so I guess she makes my
But
mom
looking,
happy. But
we saw some of the pictures of them together, and it looks like they had something really special.
yeah, I guess that's what it's about, right? Is like,
well, I think we've all learned something from her when she was our teacher,
yeah.
I just sort of look at her like you barely paid attention. And like,
I like to see your gaze and just pretend I don't see it. Like for his gaze. Sorry.
I guess the moral goes to Sam for the episode. That's what it is.
You see, Amy's like, I want to thank you again. It means so much to me. And she kind of hugs you all, and you have this moment together.
In the group hug, my parasol accidentally opens.
Ow, sorry.
Ow, I think I need more Reiki on my butt. Oh no.
Coming right up.
Oh boy.
Amy heads off, and it seems like word's kind of gotten around the school that you all helped Amy and kind of got rid of Miss Janice or Miss Evans. And you notice, Raven, that as you're reading people's palms, people start asking you for help. And actually, while you're in Yearbook, before the day ends, you see one of your friends, Bruce, actually comes up to you, and he's like, hey, so like I heard you guys like, I don't know, solve mysteries or whatever. There's been like,
I'm drawn to the mysterious and it to me.
Well, that's perfect, because like there's these like weird ghost noises or whatever I keep hearing.
What?
And, like,
What? Ghosts?
yeah.
Where?
And so as you all get this new mystery to solve, that's where we're going to end for today.
Oh, really quick, can I do one more thing?
Mm-hmm.
I still want to have my painting business, but I feel like, I don't know, I have to use a new medium. So I just gave Raven some hand-painted tarot cards.
Awesome. Yeah. So you're able to craft some hand-painted tarot cards for Raven's.
Do you draw it so that
business?
each different tarot of the major arcana look like each of us?
Oh, that's sick.
That's giving me a little bit too much credit, I think.
Okay.
The tarot cards are like not figures that make any kind of sense in a tarot mythology.
Yeah, they're pretty soddy looking, but I'm trying.
I immediately shuffle them and draw a card and look giddy as can be, and it's the death card.
Yeah. I developed a photo that was around Benny's neck, and I show it I show it to Logan to sort of like get her input as someone I love and trust.
What did you show me?
There was like some experimental photos I'd taken that were around, but I like saved in a roll around Benny's neck, but from prior to being taught by Ms. Evans. And so my like pledge to like be more open with the people I care about and like rely on them, and sort of was like I showed it to you for feedback.
I love it. You should also start a small side business, and I'll run the books for all of you.
I hand pages upon pages of terribly organized records.
Yes.
I've done really well.
I believe it.
So everybody's got their side business, their side hustles going. Little entrepreneurs in the making. And Logan's keeping the books honest for everybody. And thank you all so much for joining us for this Bubblegum Shoe One-Shot. We had so much fun. We hope you did too. And we'll see you next time on Realms and Roleplay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Hey, bye.
Bye.